वाहेगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So I'm here at the Eden project in Devon. Beautiful place. You can see over here the biomes. They've got tropical areas. They're trying to bring back the biodiversity in the world. They've got different plants from the Mediterranean, from different parts of the jungle, Malaysia, from Africa, all over here, trying to show people what else is out there in the world and trying to get people to understand, we don't have to be all the same. We can enjoy the biodiversity in this world. And I just thought that thinking about it, something came to my mind from Gurbani, when Maharaj goes through a shabad which can apply to us in our Panth as how we actually treat each other. And Guru Sahib goes through and says, Guna ka hoye vasla, kad vasla ije. They say if you had a basket of flowers, like over here you see different types of flowers. So if you have all these flowers, a basket which has different types of flowers in there, then enjoy the fragrance of that. Many times nowadays you can think that people are just trying to have everything the same. They only want to work with people that are just like them. They don't want to work with people that are a bit different. Maharaj says, Guna ka hove vasla. Vasla means a bouquet. They say, Kad vasla ije. They say, Je gun hovan sajana, mil sanj karije. They go, if my friends, I mean the people in the different parts of the Panth, yeah, you got different types of bandiyan, all that have something good about them. They say, Je gun hovan sajana. If those friends of mine have got qualities, then Maharaj says, Mil sanj karije. Let us join together and share those qualities. And they say, Sanj karije, gun hai keri, chod afgan chaliye. If you imagine the Panth being just like one thing, it would be so boring. But actually, because of these different types of people, it's far more interesting and far more beautiful because of that, because of the biodiversity, because of the different types of Sikhs there are in the world. And Maharaj is saying, join together, share your qualities, and shod afgan chaliye. If you do have bad qualities, learn from each other and get rid of those bad qualities, but keep the good qualities for each other. Now, how can we do this, right? So I was thinking about this. The Shabad is perfect. Shabad gives us all the gyan. And I was thinking nowadays, it's really hard to get people to even sit together and work out their problems. Some people say, I'm not going to that Sarbat Khas, I'm not going to that meeting because flana person is going to be there and I can't get along with that person. Meri to sochi bandi bhi nahi hagi. But if you look in the old days, it was not optional for you to turn up to a Sarbat Khasa. If there was a Panthic meeting, you had to go because it was one Panth and you had to be there. And when you got there, then you tried to make it work. You didn't say, I'm not even going to go there. You had to turn up. And actually, in the same Shabad I'm just talking about, Maharaj actually gives us the answer on how to work together. Maharaj says, Jithe jaye bahiye, pala kahiye, chol amrit pije. They say, if you want this amrit, if you want this beautiful part of Sikhi, this kind of thing that's going to set you free, mukti, Maharaj says, wherever you go, sit down, speak sweet words, don't argue. Maharaj says, pala kahiye. You know that this person, the other person, you might not get along. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जिहदे अपा नहीं साडी नहीं बनदी. But look at the 95% that we do get along with. Maharaj says, Odi gal karo. Talk about the pala, talk about the good things. And you know what, Satsangat ji, 1984, when they were coming to killing Sikhs, they didn't care about half these things that we end up arguing with each other about. They didn't care what kind of pug you have, how long your Rera Sahib was. They killed you because you were a Sikh. So as a Panth, if we can come together and work, and appa kathe baiye, pave koi bhi hoye. If a longest that person in 1984 would be killed because they were a Sikh, then why don't we all get together and jithe jaye bahiye, pala kahiye, and then chol amrit pije. The thing we're looking for, this mukti, will come when we sit together and work things out ourselves. Now, one more point, because we're in this place, it's a very nice, beautiful place, very nature. And I used to work in a city in London, very dark, concrete kind of place. And I was thinking about one more thing. The people that I'm talking to right now, they're going to watch this video. They might not even watch this video. They might say, I'm not listening to that guy about this stuff. But if they did watch the video, they might be thinking, hold on, man, I can't work with this person. They say, Meri Asul hai, we can't drop down from our high levels. They think that on the one side is professionalism, working together, having a professional attitude. We're a Panth, we've got to work things out together. And the opposite end, they think, no, you got to have high standards, you can't drop down from your high standards. So they've equated this kind of stringent apne asul te khada rehna versus professionalism, which they think is dropping your standards. But you know what? If you look at that word professionalism, look at the opposite of professionalism. It's not to be staunch in your principles, but it's actually to be amateur. And that's the sad part about all this. Actually, as a Panth, as an army, often we're amateurists in how we work together. We don't organize ourselves, we don't focus on the good stuff, we end up arguing over the little things, and because of that we come across as immature, ill-organized, and no one really at the moment is full of faith that the Sikh Panth can work things out for itself. And the only reason we do that is because we equate professionalism with the opposite end being strong in our principles. But actually, if we saw that as an amateur way of behaving and a professional way of behaving, i.e. putting aside our differences, working together, we'd actually get much further. So Maharaj Kirpa Kare upon this Panth. Let's learn from this Sabad. Maharaj says, Jithe jaye bahiye, pala kahiye, chol amrit pije, guna ka hove vasla, kad vas leije. Maharaj is saying, I have this Panth. This Panth for me is like a beautiful bouquet or different types of flowers, different types of things, and together they look beautiful. Maharaj says, I want to enjoy the fragrance of the different types of my Panth together. Smell it and enjoy the fragrance. We don't want just one type of flower, we want different types of flowers, and looks even more beautiful because of it. In our mind, if we get this mentality, Panth vich bahut chardi kala hogi, the Panth will be nihal, 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 it will really rise up. So Maharaj Kirpa Kare, let's learn from Gurbani. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.